Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. We've got a jam-packed show today, so I hope you are ready. All right, lots of new game announcements, lightsabers absolutely included. Something strange is happening to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Nintendo Switch that we need to talk about. Nintendo's bringing back some Amiibo from the grave, and does anybody out there want to get stepped on by a giant Pokemon? What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're all doing fantastic as we cruise through this week. Nintendo keeping the heat on. So make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy the Switch and enjoy the show, and let me know your take on today's topics in the comments down below. I'll quickly let you know my take on the Lexar Play Card. It is the best, fastest, most reliable, and biggest memory card you can grab for your Switch to save your games and keep them secure. All right, these guys run all the way up to 1 terabyte. That is a ton of space, and I love Lexar. They're good people, they support the show, they support you, and every time you click the link in the description down below, it helps support the channel too. So make sure to check out the Lexar Play Card. SwitchForce seal of approval every single time. Who loves Amiibo? Well, I love them quite a lot, but Nintendo has kind of gone away from Amiibo. Not as many new series are coming out these days, but some are coming back, and it clues us in on what is going to be supported in the upcoming Kirby and the Forgotten Land, because Nintendo has announced that they're bringing back Meta Knight, DDD, and Kirby from the Kirby Amiibo series. They will be back in action, purchasable by you and me sometime soon. They're also returning Byleth from Fire Emblem, which gets my rumor rat wheel spinning, because I wonder if this is in anticipation of a new Fire Emblem game being announced at a coming direct. We talk about all those things in recent episodes, and I think it's happening. So Kirby is coming in March, so makes sense to return the Amiibo, and seems like Fire Emblem will be coming maybe soon after, so bring back the Byleth. Let me know if you still buy Amiibo, and if you would pick up these Kirby Amiibo if they do something cool in Forgotten Land. Let me know what you think. I think this next story is quite strange. Mario Kart 8 originally dropped May 29th, 2014. That is eons ago, all right? Some of y'all were probably very little when it released, and then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out April of 2017, shortly after the Switch birthed itself into our beautiful universe. And today they announced that later this evening, from 7:30 p.m. Eastern to midnight Eastern, 4.5 hour time chunk, they're gonna be doing maintenance on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now instantly I'm like, oh my God, they bring in new tracks, they doing something new. The Mario Kart mania is real with all of the hype from Mario Kart 9 hopefully happening soon. But this is just them working out the kinks. But I gotta say, it's weird to see Nintendo playing so loyal to a game from so long ago. I mean, yes, this is a huge seller, and it says that they are going to be working on standard expected maintenance. Online play will not be available. We're sorry for any inconvenience, yada yada. Let's keep this game running smooth. But I feel like pretty happy that Nintendo is so committed to their games staying strong, right? I mean, this is one of their biggest online titles. I think plenty of people still play Mario Kart and still enjoy Nintendo Switch Online for this specific game. But good on them for bringing more fixes and making sure that it's as perfect to play as possible. Now then, I guess the dark side of this is by continuing to support Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and continuing to oomph those sales. We've seen Mario Kart 8 Deluxe take the top of the charts in the UK recently, and it's always high up in the United States. It means there ain't no need for rush on a new Mario Kart. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Keep your old game fertile, keep your new game far away. That seems to be Nintendo's mentality, but I just thought it was interesting that they are doing work and shutting this thing down this evening to make sure that we all can still enjoy it. So for me, that's a golf clap for Nintendo. Oh, they've done it again. We're back in the scene where people want to be stepped on. I don't know how I feel about this. It's definitely a weird trend of the modern era. Lady Dimitrescu was the one that everybody wanted to just get overwhelmed by in Resident Evil Village last year. Great game, great lady, great tall vampiress. Not sure I want to be smushed, but people enjoy this and they are ready to get stepped on again by Pokemon. This time it hits a little closer to home because it is on Nintendo Switch with the upcoming Legends Arceus dropping in just a few days. There are some big alpha Pokemon in this game. All right, Nintendo has like a size scaler from like 1 to 255, and the alpha Pokemon are scaled all the way up to 255, and they are big Chungus style Pokemon. Way larger than any of their comparable counterparts in the game. Like, you can have a big Growlithe, but then you can have a big Growlithe, and I don't know if it's explaining the story or what, these alpha Pokemon a little bit sneaky and worthy of stepping duties. There's already a lot of social posts coming around about this. I don't know. Now me, I don't really want to be stepped on. I don't understand this at all, but I do think it's impressive that some of these are so large. I like seeing the giant Pokemon just reign supreme, and the fact that you can work with them, play with them, battle with them, that's pretty darn sweet. I'm excited to get myself a big team of big Pokemon, and I'm curious what Pokemon you would want to have Gigantico size. Let me know in the comments down below. Now, my friends, the galaxy is expanding in a really large way. The game industry is doing this thing right now where a specific publisher or developer gets assigned a franchise and then they just go hog wild. All right, the galaxy has bestowed its gifts upon Respawn Entertainment, and this morning they announced that they are working on 3 new Star Wars games. 3 of them in all different genres, which I think is pretty freaking nifty. All right, they confirmed that they are working on Jedi Fallen Order 2, the sequel to the Dark Souls action God of War Star Wars game that was really, really good, and I really want to see on Switch, one of my top titles I'd love to bring to the platform. They're also working on a Star Wars first-person shooter, which sounds pretty nifty, especially considering Respawn. They're pretty good at the whole gun thing. They got really nice games with Titanfall, Apex Legends. You probably played or seen Apex on Switch. Titanfall, definitely not on the platform, but man, I do love that franchise. And then they're also working on a 3rd title, which will be a strategy game, and they're partnering up with a studio of former Firaxis leads, who are the people behind XCOM. So you know that this has a very good pedigree, and Star Wars strategy sounds pretty darn nifty. Now, this is a Star Wars overload because we still have Star Wars Hunters, and we have Lego Skywalker Saga, and now we have 3 more, and gosh darn it, I hope that these arrive on Switch. Because Darth Vader says impressive, most impressive, but I say not impressive, definitely not impressive to EA for the fact that they have basically poo-pooed the Switch for years now. All right, they have brought a number of their titles, typically older titles and typically less than titles, to the Switch. I'm talking about FIFA always being a worse version. And then they ported over Burnout Paradise and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville way, way late. Now, they have given us Apex and Knockout City, which I think are probably their best efforts because those are free-to-play games, and Apex is a really big deal. Knockout City definitely developed a footprint of its own. We never get Madden, and we never have gotten the Star Wars success of Battlefront or Jedi Fallen Order. And you might remember that back in 2019, EA gave a reason for why they don't put more power behind the Switch. They said that most people that own a Switch also have a PlayStation or an Xbox, and by their calculations, those players would rather play on PlayStation or Xbox than Switch, so why put them on both? Which I think is a pretty sorry excuse. First of all, a lot of us do not have PlayStations or Xboxes. We've put our money behind Switch, and it's expensive to own multiple platforms. Second of all, those of us that do have the privilege of having 2, we really like playing on Switch. You can take it everywhere. And now there are 100 million players, and that's a massive base to just ignore and say, well, they probably won't buy it. Because I think time and time again, we've seen proof that people do buy it on Switch. In fact, the Switch version of numerous titles has helped revitalize entire brands. So I am fingers fully crossed. I will fight you with a lightsaber. EA, please bring these new Respawn Star Wars titles to the Switch. I'm telling you, if you bring Jedi Fallen Order 1, that will really whet the appetite, and then Fallen Order 2, or the FPS, or the strategy. I mean, just give us 1, please. We're all excited for Skywalker Saga. It's not from EA, but we're excited for it. So follow up with more Star Wars. Now, some are gonna say Star Wars overload, but I'm telling you, these games are very popular. They're actually very good. They sell very well, and we deserve them on Switch. EA, what more does Nintendo have to do? All right? They have 100 million consoles out there. They're the top seller month in and month out, and there still somehow ain't enough third-party titles, so there's a gap. Avoid EA. You can come in and fill it. The Star Wars games will be perfect. I'm very excited for them. We won't see all of them for a number of years, but it is rumored that Jedi Fallen Order 2 is launching later this year, and it should see a full reveal either on May the 4th, the special Star Wars day, or at E3, and I am absolutely geeked for it. Let me know in the comments down below if you're most excited for Jedi Fallen Order 2, a new Star Wars first-person shooter, which is not Battlefront. Like, it sounds like it's more of like a, hey, you're a dude, like a single-player, super cool game, or a strategy title within the Star Wars universe. And also let me know if you agree that big publishers like EA should not ignore Switch. Nobody should ignore Switch. It's just foolish. It's foolish for the fans and it's foolish for the executives. You could be making a pretty penny on this plentiful platform that continues to push forward. And you can just sit back and let Nintendo eat up all the coin and sell all of their first-party games to millions and millions and millions of players. Or you can do the right thing and put these new Star Wars games on Switch. Let me know your take in the comments down below. I hope we get them because I am pumped. I'm also pumped for Pokemon Legends Arceus, and we start our coverage on Thursday. So make sure to tune in for some good looks at the game in just a couple of days. I asked y'all on the community poll, who would you pick for your starter in Legends Arceus? Whether you're getting the game or not, you've probably seen that Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott is the unique cornucopia of starters they've chosen for the Hisuian region. And it was a pretty decisive win for the fire monster Cyndaquil. 52% picked the flame Pokemon, while an even split of 24% picked Rowlet and 24% picked Oshawott. I picked Cyndaquil back in the day. I've never chosen Oshawott, and so I decided to go with him because Duat is really awesome looking. But today they just dropped a new trailer that showed they will have Hisuian evolutions for these Pokemon, so I'm pretty pumped about that. They just showed the outlines. They all look great, and I can't wait for this game. Make sure to check out our community polls every weekday evening on the community tab, and make sure to check out our coverage of Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is happening super soon. In the meantime though, make sure y'all staying safe, staying healthy, staying happy, staying positive out there. I love you and appreciate you so much. We'll be back for GMM tomorrow, and until that time, thank you so much for watching. SwitchForce out.